Alright, so I just want to give you a quick overview of how to get started with H5P. So the first thing you want to do is install the plugin using the directions provided. So I have this installed on my WordPress site. I'm going to click here to add new H5P content. And I'm going to notice that I have all of the options here provided for me. We are going to be working with the branching scenario, so if this is your first time using it, please make sure you click on Get first, so that way it's added, and then once you have it, you can open it up. So here's where you're going to build your H5P content. I would highly recommend before you start building, if you haven't already, I would look at the two examples that H5P has provided, and you can click here to open those up, and I think that'll give you a good place to reference. So as you start building, some things to consider is here is the content that you have the option of adding into your training. So if you want to, you can start with a presentation slide, which is really similar to adding in kind of any slide presentation. You should give it a title, and also you can add in different text, images, different interactive components as well, which I like. And about the course presentation option has the ability to host multiple slides. So if you have multiple pieces of information you want to include, you can always just add a slide here, and that way you have multiple places to put it. You can also add text boxes, images, hotspots, interactive videos, and regular videos. When you want to create your branching point, you're going to take the branching question and you're going to add it here. So that way it's going to get you started. So when you add your branching question, you want to give it a title, then you want to ask the question, what color is the sky? All right, and so you can ask any question that you would like. I'm just providing an example. So I'm going to add in different options. Green, red, blue. And then what each of these options can do is take me in a different path on my training. So let's say with green, I want to say we want to jump to a new part of our training. Red will jump to a different part, and then blue will jump to a third part. What I find easiest is to create the branching question first, click Done, and then what you can do is you can add in content based off of their answer. So let's say green, I want to add an image that says, nope, try again, it didn't work as so add one of my avatars here. Nope, that's not quite right. So I can also add in a text that says that they've gotten it correct. So, yay, the sky is blue. And then I can also add in anything else I want when they answer red. So when you're working on your branching simulation, make sure that things are working the way that you intend them to do. And the easiest way to do that is to click here where it says preview. And I advise you to do this regularly to make sure that your branching is moving in the right direction. Otherwise, you might have to delete things that you've been working on if you haven't been actively checking it. The other thing I want to show you is the ability to copy and paste, which I find very helpful. So let's say since they answered incorrectly for green and red, if that was my choice, I can click here and I can copy this this image, and I can paste it here. And now I have 3 different options for where they're going to branch out to. I can also edit this to say, hey, when they get it wrong, sorry, let me add that in. I can also add in here that they can branch back to the question. So I'm going to choose for them to go back after they've had a chance to think about it. I can also add feedback that says, hey, good try, but let's review what we've been working on, or something along those lines. And then I can click done, and now I have this indication in the top right corner that tells me that when my participant gets to this point of the branching scenario, it's going to redirect them back to another point, and just for me, it's going to redirect them back up here. So I hope that answers some of your questions with just getting started. There's a lot of options that you can use within H5P, so I encourage you just to play around and see how it works for you.